First ever sledge hockey team. This is the team training at Ice Sheffield. Sledge hockey is like ice hockey, but on a sledge. That means some disabled people can also play. Jake Oakley is club secretary.
It's an all-inclusive sport, even though people think it might necessarily be for people with lower body injuries. Myself, I'm able-bodied, I can play. But then we've also got Andy, who's actually a triple amputee.
All my life I've had no limbs and I've had different challenges to get over and stuff, so coming here on the ice hockey is just another challenge, really, that I want to overcome.
BBS Radio Sheffield, 8:05.
So this is the sound of Sheffield's first ever sledge hockey team. The Sheffield Steelkings, who you can hear, this is their training session, have just a few weeks to prepare for the league's big face-off in April, and this is a sport that's grown steadily over the years, especially since the Winter Olympics in Sochi last year, and it's... If you haven't seen this, it's pretty incredible stuff, I've got to say. The team are hoping that this trend will continue, and we can speak to two of the people who are involved here. With us, we've got Jake Oakley, who is a player and club secretary, and also Brian Hackworth, who's the team's goalkeeper, who will also be representing Great Britain at the World Championships next month. Morning to you, too.
Good morning.
Morning.
So for people that haven't seen this, just give a brief explanation of it. I saw it at the Winter Olympics. It's hardcore, this stuff, isn't it? I mean, this is not like a tickling contest.
No, it's certainly a tough sport to take part in, and like you say, plenty of rough and tumble.
Yeah. So basically, Brian, this is played on a rink, and it's kind of ice hockey, but you're in these kind of sled things. Sorry, that's a terrible description, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same as that. Just same as ice hockey. One or two rules are different, obviously, when you sat down, but just the same.
Yeah. And what's it like to play? What do you get out of it?
It's very exciting. You get the adrenaline rush, and just like to hit people.
That's what I love about ice hockey. There's no pretense with it. With these types of sport, is the physicality is every much a part of the sport as the skill, which is just fantastic. So where's it come from? This, where's it? Because it seemed like nobody had really heard of it, and then suddenly it's in the Olympics, and most people have seen it.
Well, it started in Sweden, I believe, as a sort of a way for a couple of Swedish gentlemen who did have lower body disabilities, and they wanted to play the sport. Obviously, lakes get frozen a lot over there, and really it was a way for them to get into the sport that they loved, and basically it grew from there. It's slowly spreading throughout through the ice hockey world and further. Really, it's.
But am I right in thinking that it's not just people with lower leg disabilities that play this, that teams are people with disabilities and able-bodied people as well? Is that right?
Yes, in the league for the Steelkings, anyone can play it, but for the international GB, you've got to have a disability.
Right, okay. But for this league,
for the league.
For the Steelkings, it's all inclusive. We try to basically involve anybody we can, male, female. As long as you're over 16, you can come down and give it a go. Able-bodied, disabled. It really is for everybody. And there's always a role for everybody as well. That's the best part.
What's it feel like when you get walloped by another person or by the puck? What's it like?
Well, there's Brian, obviously.
Brian, why is you pointing to Jake then? Does he get walloped a lot?
He's the outskater, so...
Brian's not really meant to get hit as a goalie.
Right.
And if they do, then we have to then hit the person who hit him. But, no, it's great fun because, you hit people, they hit you. there's an adrenaline rush that comes with it, and if you do get hit, you then determine that you are going to hit them back at some stage, and it becomes a kind of you just driving to it makes you want to play the game harder, and it's good to get hit because you want to hit them back, so you're playing with a bit of adrenaline then.
So Brian, you're on Team GB, am I right in thinking?
Yes.
So how do we compare to kind of the traditional hockey teams? You think USA, you think Canada, Russia as well. How do we compare in this to those countries?
Well, obviously the Canada, USA, Russia, and countries like that are more advanced than us. So we are in a lower pool than them.
Right.
But we're trying to qualify for the Olympics in March, so that's where we're heading to next.
And so so you're playing a series of games against other nations to see who gets qualification for the Olympics?
Yeah.
Is it likely, or is that a tough challenge?
We just got to see how the tournament goes, but we've got a good chance to qualify.
Yeah, okay, well, fingers crossed, I hope you do. So just finally, if somebody is insane enough to want to give this a go, Jake, I think, you know what, I wouldn't mind trying this. What can anyone do it, or...?
Literally anybody can do it. I'm able-bodied, and I just wanted to come down and give it a go after... Well, I knew of the sport before, but I watched it at Sochi, and I was determined that I wanted to give it a try. And when I did a bit of research, I found out that Sheffield was starting up a team, and I basically wanted to get involved straight away, come and give it a go. It's the same for anybody else, I've basically been telling all my friends about it, and I've got a few people down already that have wanted to come and give it a try, just to see what it's like. And literally anybody can come down and give it a go. We'll find a way to get them on the ice.
Okay, sounds good. Jake, thanks very much. And Brian,
very much.
Best of luck in the rest of the year. Let's fingers crossed we qualify for the Olympics.
Thank you very much.
This is BBC Radio Sheffield. It is 8:28 now.